Welcome to today's video where we dive into the science and psychology behind home staging and why it is so important to stage when you're selling your home. So in previous videos, I have talked about or shared tips with you on different ways to stage your property. This video is really the why behind it all. So let's get into the video. All right, let's start out by talking about first impressions. So have you ever heard the saying, you never get a second chance to make a first impression? So this is really true when it comes to the home shopping experience. So really the first impression is made the moment that that buyer walks through the door. And I'd like to add to that also that first impressions are also made when buyers go on and look at the listing photos online. A lot of buyers will start their search out by looking online, and if they're not impressed with the photos, then oftentimes they won't even book an in-person viewing to actually go and see the property. So first impressions are so important. That's why staging your home before getting those listing photos is really, really important. All right, so the second thing I'm going to talk about is emotional connection. The science behind home staging really delves into the emotional aspect. So there are a couple of subcategories that I'm going to touch on. So first off is that human beings are very visually oriented, and our brains are sort of wired to respond positively to aesthetically pleasing environments. So various design elements, decor, and colors can evoke positive emotions. So for example, warm, neutral colors, comfortable furniture, soft textures like blankets and pillows, they can really create a sense of comfort and coziness, which is obviously going to resonate with a potential buyer. And on the flip side of that, a stark, cold, empty room that has really poor lighting is obviously not going to be leaving positive emotions for a potential buyer. So the second thing I want to talk about that is related to the emotional connection is storytelling. So effective staging can tell a story about the lifestyle that the home offers. So for example, a staged dining area with beautifully set table can convey a message of family, togetherness, and shared meals. So just picture a couple that has started to look at properties together, and perhaps they're expecting a child. Well, seeing something like this could really cause you to think of future meals together with your children. Also, a cozy reading nook with a comfortable chair and a bookshelf could suggest a place of relaxation and a retreat to go and read a book. So these stories, they help buyers connect emotionally by envisioning themselves in that space and actually living out these experiences. All right, so another aspect that is related to emotional connection is psychological triggers. So home staging leverages psychological triggers like the principle of scarcity. So by presenting a home that looks limited in availability and high in demand, it can create a sense of urgency and desirability, leading to emotional connections. So imagine this. You are a buyer who has looked at, say, 6 properties, none of them which seem to have been staged. So, they were maybe vacant, just kind of cold, dim lighting. There was nothing that really caused you to feel, anything emotionally positive about the whole experience. And then you go and look at this 7th property and it has been staged. So imagine that it has all the warm neutral colors, it's got all of the nice decor, and it's been decluttered, and everything is just exactly where it needs to be, and you're feeling all of the warm and fuzzies. Well, you're going to start feeling like this property is unique and hard to come by, and you're gonna start feeling a sense of urgency to write an offer on this property before another buyer does. So that is the principle of scarcity. All right, and the fourth aspect that is connected to the emotional connection is reduced stress. So a home that has been decluttered, organized, and well staged can reduce the stress and cognitive load that is often associated with trying to buy a house. So looking at houses can be stressful. When potential buyers walk into a home that is well prepared and thoughtfully arranged, they're more likely to experience those positive emotions and a sense of ease and comfort, which contributes to the positive emotional connection. All right, and the last point I want to touch on here is the practical side of things, and that is that home staging causes properties to sell faster and at a higher price. So I do want to go over a couple of statistics for you guys. So according to the National Association of Realtors, staged homes actually sell 73% faster on average than non-staged homes. And according to the Real Estate Staging Association, staged homes in Canada sell for approximately 10% more than non-staged homes. So this suggests that the return on the investment for home staging can be substantial. And this is important to mention because I can't tell you enough the number of times that I've received pushback from sellers when I've, maybe talked about staging. And it really just seems like sellers don't think that it is worth it to stage. But this point would suggest something different. So in conclusion, the science of home staging isn't just about arranging furniture and adding a few decorative touches. It's about creating an emotional connection and just sparking the buyer's imagination and also maximizing the value of the property. So I hope that this spoke to you guys and that you learned a few things that perhaps you didn't know before. And I hope that if you are thinking of selling your property, that you will consider home staging, because I think this video has really shown the positive side of it, the whys, why we do it, why it's important to do it. As sellers, you can sell your home faster and hopefully for more money as well. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. Make sure that you comment and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.